shouldn't have listened.
I heard my own badge number come through a dead radio. That's how it started. A sound that should have been impossible. When I was transferred to the 41st Precinct, I thought I was lucky. It was quiet, mostly used for storage since the fire. They said they kept one night guard posted for insurance reasons. A rookie's dream, easy pay, no calls, no drunks. The first night I walked the perimeter, the whole building smelled like charcoal and mold, a wet, forgotten place. I could still see the black scorch marks licking up the walls, and in some spots the outline of where desks used to be. The intercom system had melted in the blaze, or so I thought. At 3:15 a.m., I heard it click on. "Unit 12, report." I froze. "Repeat, Unit 12, what's your location?" That's my call sign. Unit 12. I tapped the receiver. It wasn't even plugged in. The power cord had been burned down to copper. I told myself it was just feedback. Maybe my walkie picking up old transmissions bouncing around. But when I looked closer, the intercom light was green. "Holding cells, check the holding cells." The voice was older, rough, commanding, familiar. I recognized the tone from training tapes. Officer Delaney. He'd died here. 1974. Trapped behind the cell doors when the gas lines went up. I wanted to laugh it off, but my chest, it felt like something was tightening around it. I called dispatch, static. Tried the radio, dead. Even my phone refused to dial out. The hallway stretched longer than it should have, each step echoing like someone walking right behind me. The holding cells were at the far end. Every door was rusted, half open. The smoke damage had peeled the paint in long curling strips, like old skin. Inside cell 3, I saw something glint. It was a badge, burnt around the edges, badge number 2417. Delaney's. And right above it, drawn in soot on the wall, were 5 words. "Stay in your unit, rookie." I backed up, nearly tripping over a broken bench. Then the intercom hissed again. "Unit 12, come in." I didn't move. "We're not done yet." I ran. Up the stairwell, 2 steps at a time. My flashlight flickered, dying as I reached the landing. The second floor was completely dark. I could still hear the intercom, muffled below, repeating the same line, looping. "Check the holding cells. Check the holding cells." Then, from behind me, I heard another sound. Chains dragging. Slow. Deliberate. Getting closer. I turned. Nothing. "Delaney?" Something answered, low, gravelly, too close. "You left me here." The hallway lights flickered on for half a second. In that flash, I saw a figure in uniform, face burned black, standing at the end of the corridor. When the light cut, I heard the metal door slam shut behind me. I screamed, but the sound died in my throat. Then, silence. Only my heart hammering. When I finally got the courage to open my eyes, I was standing outside, on the steps, my radio back on my belt, still cold. The precinct lights were off. It was 5:46 a.m. I checked my body cam later. The footage showed me sitting in the cell block, motionless, for 3 hours, just staring at the wall. And right before the feed cut, a voice whispered into the mic, "Unit 12, dismissed." I asked records if anyone else had been assigned there that night. They said the 41st hasn't been an active post since 1983, but every now and then, I still hear it. That voice, in the dead of night, saying my name. Check the holding cells. This doesn't end here. Somewhere else, right now, another place is waking up to something even worse. I kept driving, but every ramp led me back to the same floor. It's strange how the city feels different at night. The air is still, the neon hums louder, and every sound echoes like it's looking for someone to haunt. The garage on 8th and Denver was my usual spot. Cheap, always open, never full. Until one night, it was just me. I parked on level 5, or at least that's what the faded stencil on the pillar said. The concrete felt damp, almost breathing. When I went to pay at the exit, the machine spit out a ticket with no timestamp. Just the words, "Stay until dawn." I thought it was some Halloween prank, but when I drove to the ramp, it didn't lead out. It just looped. Every turn took me back to level 7. There is no level 7. The numbers painted on the pillars changed each time. 5, then 6, then 7 again. My headlights started to dim. I hit the horn. It echoed forever. Then, something answered. A high rhythmic tapping, like knuckles against glass. I turned my head. In the rearview mirror, there was a man standing behind the car. No reflection in the window, just a shape darker than the dark around him. "Can I help you?" I yelled. He didn't move, just lifted his hand and tapped twice on the trunk. When I got out, the space was empty again, but on the back windshield were 2 perfect handprints, charcoal black with streaks running upward like someone had been pulling instead of pressing. I drove faster, every corner sharper, every ramp steeper. The signs blurred and the air thickened until it felt like driving underwater. Then I saw it, an exit sign, glowing red. I floored it. As soon as I hit the turn, my headlights hit another car. My car, same plates, same dented door. I was right behind myself. The other me looked over its shoulder. The headlights blinked once, and when they came back on, I was alone again. But the clock on my dashboard read 6:43 a.m. I found the exit open. The same attendant from every morning smiled at me. "Rough night?" he said. I handed him my ticket. He squinted. "Sir, this isn't from tonight. It's dated 2017. I checked the security feed later. They said my car was on level 7 for 6 hours straight, just circling. There is no level 7. This doesn't end here. There's something else, above us, watching from the floor that shouldn't exist. They said I lived on the top floor, but every night I heard footsteps overhead. I moved into 1901, the top floor of a new high-rise downtown. It was immaculate. White walls, steel fixtures, and that smell of fresh paint that still clings to your throat. The lease said no roof access. Fine, I liked the quiet. The first night around 2 a.m., I heard it. Slow, deliberate steps. Someone walking above me. I called maintenance. They laughed, said there was no apartment above mine, just insulation and concrete. But the next night, it happened again. This time, the sound stopped when I moved. Like it was listening. I knocked on the ceiling, once, twice. 2 knocks came back. Okay. No. The The next morning, I climbed to the roof. The access door was locked, but the lock looked new, like someone had been using it. That night, I left my recorder running. At 3:04 a.m., it captured breathing. Slow, matching mine. Then, a voice, whispering, "Why did you move upstairs?" I couldn't sleep. I shoved furniture against the door, left all the lights on. The next morning, I got a key copy from the janitor and waited until night. I opened the roof door. Inside was another hallway, identical to mine, same carpets, same room numbers. My apartment was up there too. 1901. I opened the door. Everything was arranged like my place. The same couch, the same blanket on the chair, but covered in a thin layer of dust. And on the table, a recorder. Still running. I pressed play. It was my breathing from the night before. Then, a second voice. "Don't come up again." I backed away, slammed the door, but before I reached the stairs, I heard footsteps behind me. I turned and saw myself, standing at the end of the hall, holding the recorder. "Stay below." I woke up in my bed, lights on, door open. The recorder was gone. Management insists there's no penthouse, but at night, I still hear it, the footsteps above. And sometimes, they match mine exactly. For more videos like this, like, subscribe, and share. Press the bell icon for notification, as right now, another place is waking up to something even worse.